It doesn't make any sense, man.
Hey, welcome back to General Population with me, yours truly. Today we got another special guest, man, one of my best friends, once again. I'm going to read his links and stuff. He's going to explain it a little later. Everybody, this is Brian Kusko. He's got a vlog channel out there on YouTube. He's got Triple B TV out there on YouTube. He's also searchable as reptiles, which I'm going to ask you what the hell that is in a second, and Whiskey Wimps, which I've been called before. How you doing,
right
man?
You'll fit right in. I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on. It's good to see you.
Absolutely, dude. So little history with me and this crazy fucking guy.
Oh, I'm the crazy guy now.
Hey, maintaining a respectful level here. No,
wait. Let's talk about. Hold on. It's like crazy. One of my first memories. I just want to say one of my first memories. Not one of my first memories. Definitely not one of my first memories. But one of my most memorable memories of you and us is playing the backyard party in Waimanalo on New Year's Eve.
Oh, do tell.
After midnight. I'm going to tell you because I don't know if you remember or not. After midnight.
I remember a level of it. I remember
right.
Kirk. I remember Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk Hammett, for those that don't know, lead guitarist of Metallica, walks up like after midnight with a bottle of champagne and a cigar. We're in the middle of playing All Along the Watchtower Hendrix style. And I was like, I almost stopped playing. To be fair, I almost dropped the beat. I was like, that's Kirk Hammett. He's walking up on the beach.
Hold on. Ryan tapped me on the shoulder because I didn't even want to fucking be there that night. Like full-blown Clerks issue, man. Like, I don't even want to fucking be here. And I was hammered, man. But Ryan taps me on the shoulder, tells me to look up, bro. Take it from there, man.
Well, yeah. And then you, whereas I thought I might stop playing, you did stop playing and just left. Like,
and just straight up put him in a hug, dude. Just, what are you doing? So, little history with me and Mr. Kusko. I obviously got a metal band called Clear Road. I'm going to be putting out an album soon. But I was in a reggae band with this man, and it was kind of like a blues rock / reggae band, guidance band, and free sound. And we did some touring. I got laid in Idaho.
Thought about that today for some weird reason.
I know, what the fuck. And Idaho as well. But anyway, no, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. Good old times.
That was some good old times.
When in the hell? And now, let's get into the thing. All right, first of all, I want to talk about, explain exactly what's going on here. The vlog channel.
Vlog channel is just a vlog channel. What it sounds like is just a video log of my life. And it actually happens to be the most popular thing that I do, that I put out there on the internet. It gets the most attention, maybe because of its relatability. I don't know exactly what it is, but it surpassed the other channel, which is Triple B TV, that I had put out first by double. So it's just fun. I have the most fun doing it. I get to put out sometimes I'll do ones that are very cinematic and edited with music. And I just love the creative aspect of that.
Are you still jamming, by the way? I know this is unrelated, but you still.
Yeah, no, I was playing with a local band here a little bit. I still do play music all the time. Like I'll just bust out my guitar and sing some songs.
He was the drummer, and fucking guitar guy over here was the keyboardist. So I would travel around playing the bubble and the occasional fucking clavinet. You know. And we had some fucking good old times. All right, man. So what is searchable as shit? All right. So in case people didn't already get the point, he's sitting in the middle of a feasting fucking frenzy, but he's covered with glass. We're going to get to this in a moment. But what is Searchable as Reptiles?
Searchable as Reptiles is a podcast that I put out with my other buddy who's on the other side of the country. And we just talk about, well, we met because of reptiles, because of keeping reptiles. That's how we met each other. The idea of that podcast was just to blow off some steam and just talk about whatever. It, like everything reptiles, it sucks you back in. That's what we call it, Searchable as Reptiles, because it was going to have nothing to do with reptiles. But then and then it sucks you in, and then we come back.
Gives you scaly fellatio.
Yeah, something like that's that's how I would describe it.
Yeah, module interchange.
Scaly fellatio.
So okay, bro. Well, boys and girls, Mr. Brian Kusko is a reptile wrangler these days. Sort of he's got children right behind him. And I really, really want to get into exactly what the fuck. Cause the whole time I've known this guy, I mean, we go way back, dude. We go he was 18. I was 19 and a half or 20 or some shit. We all, after I moved from Oahu, I ended up in Los Angeles with the family. Lo and behold, we meet him. And yeah, man, our friendship just kind of blossomed from there. But
oh, dude, that's one of my first memories of us is jamming out of that rehearsal studio out on the edge of, I don't remember exactly what town it was on the edge of in LA County, but we had a spot that was right next to this huge Armenian crew, and
Glendale probably, man.
Yeah, we were in there, we were jamming their party joined ours or we joined theirs or something. We were just doing like little, I was jumping in on you guys like rehearsal space, and we played Paranoid for we got that party jumping with some Black Sabbath. Fantastic.
About that time, me and my cousin and the Treason guys had a rehearsal space like fucking in Burbank somewhere, like right off of I forget exactly where. I smoke a lot of weed, people. Lots and lots of marijuana. Anyway, I'm having audio issues with my jack here. I need to jack me off. All right, man. Well, hey, why don't you get into a little bit of heebie-jeebie showing? Because I swear to God, I'm going to tell you right now, people, if any of these creatures, like I love all God's creatures, even though I don't believe in God, but it sounds fun to say, you know what I mean? Like, holy testicle Tuesdays, kid. Yeah. All right.
So this is funny that you mentioned when we were talking right before you hit record, you were saying that you're scared of geckos. I'm not pulling this out because you said, whoa,
you motherfucker. What? Dude, we need 3D time with you, bro. That would freak me the fuck out. Oh my God. What's that? I mean, from here, it's a little beauty. I tell you that. But like if I'm holding it. So what do you got in your hand right now, man?
A very gentle, very delicate. This guy's name is actually Dio.
Nice. Vaya con Dio is something that I wanted to fucking, vaya con Dios, right? Go with God. But take the S out of it. You're going to be going with the dead guy, like horns and a halo, man.
Right. No, I got it. I'm pretty sure. Now, to be fair, I didn't name this guy, but I'm fairly certain he is named after Ronnie James.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he is kind of pint sized, so I could imagine. Does he sing?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's a crested gecko.
Man, this is fascinating. So does it bite you? Does it want to like molest you? My dog humps my arm and shit all the time.
This guy has never bit or molested me. The most molesting he does is to his own eyeball. I don't know if you can see right now, he's kind of licking his own eyeball.
Yeah, but the girls lick it.
Yeah.
Like it. Holy sh!
They're also jumpers. They are jumpers, as you can see.
Man, hey, isn't this a beauty? Oh my God. Perfect timing. Here, guess what I got over here?
There you go.
This guy just ran up on me.
So you can think of this guy as basically, yeah, you can think of this guy as basically a little soft and scaled. Now these guys have for what they have of scales, you can barely even call them scales because it's more just skin.
It's beautiful.
It's very soft. They're extremely soft. I know he looks spiky, but this is actually some of the softest feeling stuff in the world right here. And you can think of him as like a little soft, scaly dog that can climb up glass and things like that. Eats fruit mostly, maybe some insects, and licks his eye because he doesn't have any eyelids, unlike a lot of other lizards that do actually have eyelids.
Oh my God, bro. I swear to God, if I was there, I'm like holding my dog for a security blanket right now.
Well, the thing is, there's really nothing to fear with this guy. Like that dog has a heart.
It's not about being afraid of it to attack. It's literally about the fact that it's walking on me and going like, oh!
It's more of a tactile kind of weirdness for you.
It is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. That's beautiful. I mean, I'm into all kinds of shit when it's on TV and stuff. So.
Well, I might have to get some of these in your presence at some point and show you that there's not as much to be freaked out about as you might think. One thing here, I'll tell you one thing there's to be freaked out about when it comes to these guys. There happens to be a lot of legislation that's being tried to pass that is in works right now, like across the country, like New York, South Carolina, Florida, Illinois, Oregon, California. There are lobby groups that are trying to basically make it illegal to keep these animals as pets, which think about if somebody's doing that with your dog. This is kind of like they're getting the foothold here because reptiles are the low hanging fruit of getting rid of human animal interaction.
They don't look like the cuddliest of sorts. You know what I mean? Like when you want to go to sleep, my Komodo dragon doesn't join me under the covers. You know what I mean? Like fucking hey.
Well, yeah, they don't have fur, so they're not as cuddly. You're right.
But it is beautiful. I'm not going to lie, man. Like that is a really, really interesting fucking creature right there, man.
They're pretty cool, man. They're definitely, they're interesting to check out. They're much different. The great thing about an animal like this for somebody that really wants to have or keep a pet is if you happen to be allergic to animals with fur, which many people are, this is a perfect alternative. They're much low maintenance, and you're not allergic to these guys.
What's the like? I mean, maybe Dio over here is chill and doesn't really want to take your fucking, suck on your blood when you pass out. But like, I mean, that would be my fear. You know what I mean? Like,
well, this guy eats fruit and insects.
Right. Well, yeah.
No blood.
I mean, he doesn't just get mad every now and again, just like shoot the tongue at your eyeball just to show you something. Just, well, hey.
Well, technically, reptiles and amphibians do not have the part of the brain that allows them such an emotion as anger.
But it's defense, though.
Well, if they're scared, sure. If they're scared, they could be defensive. But I mean, I think you can see this guy isn't that scared.
No. But I mean, look, dude, you seem comfortable as hell. You're surrounded by poisonous and deadly and reticulated and holy shit. I mean, some of them got to be at least the size of my cock, man.
There's some reticulated in here that'll dwarf your cock into non-existence. I'm gonna pull one out that's gonna make you feel like you don't have a cock.
All right,
how about that?
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna say goodbye to Dio. I'm sure I'll see you soon, man. Fucking A, dude. When the hell? Like that's. I never knew this about you, man. I remember you telling me a while back ago, like you had like a pet snake, and that was about as close as I thought that you would be like doing shit like this. And then years later, after the band and everyone moves off and shit like that, this guy is, I mean, shit. By the way, I just want you to know that I looked all over the place for my Australian dingo hat. I really wanted to wear some croc hunter shit today, man, but I just didn't have it. So
I've got one upstairs that I got in Australia last year. Actually, we got back from a little trip. We were out there looking for all kinds of reptiles and amphibians in the bush. And I got a hat like that out there. We actually landed back in the States the night that Congress voted to make COVID a national emergency. So we barely got back in the country.
Yeah. Would you still be out there? You'd be out there a while.
I imagine we'd have been back by now, but it would have been much more complicated if we were coming back a day after than we did.
Damn. Do you travel with these little guys?
I was before COVID. I would go to schools and birthday parties and turn the kids on to how cool they are and get them all stoked out on them. And yeah, to what you were saying before too. Yeah, I got my first pet snake when I was 4. And then the whole time, like touring with the band was kind of like a hiatus from that part of my life. So, you didn't really see much of it while we were playing.
Fucking idea. Me and this guy went on an exercise tangent to where we would like work out every other day and then go do our shows. We had one show. Hold on. Remember this shit? Like, I forget where we played, but I had been drinking way too many Long Island iced teas. And I went to do like a fucking shoulder press, and I held the stupid bar over my head and damn near like fell and killed myself. And before you know it, Kush is there trying to pick me up. It was great. But at least
that was 24-hour fitness on Kapiolani.
There you go. Hey, at least I made it to the damn gym. Anyway, what do we have here, man?
This is an African bullfrog. Also known as a pixie frog because its scientific name has pixie in it. But these guys are pretty awesome as well. And they're big and fat. The awesome thing about this guy right now, I will say, is that he's not pissing on me because
okay, go ahead.
They do that. Like last time my son picked this guy up, he had more piss come out of his body than I thought was possible to come out of any living creature. It was insane.
Is he naturally slimy? He looks like he's coated with fucking like condom jizz or some shit.
Yeah, so these guys are definitely moist. Their skin kind of needs to stay moist for them to. Oh, there goes some piss right there. He's
are you sure?
Oh my gosh!
Oh God, you're making.
Oh Lord. Are you seeing this?
Yeah. I can't.
Oh my God. I told you it's still coming. Man. It's not done yet. Can you believe this?
Oh, dude, that's interesting, bro.
Yeah, it's
collect the whole set, bro.
So this isn't the type of action that I necessarily want to.
You got to make them squirt one way or another, brother.
let me just say this. I'm not going to be slurping this up off the table.
Yeah, I would rather you not. But do you get high off of these animals? That's what.
This is not one of those licking toads. No, right. But that is accurate. There are toads out there that what is 5-MeO DMT, something along those lines. Like people actually.
What does that stand for? I've watched Rogan enough to know what the fuck. Dimethyltryptamine.
There you go.
Deadly Marco trouble.
It's like the stuff that your brain produces when you die, something along those lines.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm gonna try to wipe my keyboard off without ending this.
Oh, he peed on the keys.
Yeah, we got the keyboard a little bit. It's all right. I gave a little wipe. Now I'm just gonna wipe down the table.
Hey,
Luckily, the piss is a.
Dude,
it's not very fragrant. There's no.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bland.
I actually drank my own piss for a fundraiser in the last couple weeks, and it was much like I drank a lot of water, which I think is what this guy did. There's not much smell going on here.
I'm not overlooking what you just said. Like, why and what were you raising? Like
Money
that you shouldn't fucking drink your own piss or say, look.
Well, you shouldn't do it a lot. You should maybe not ever, but it's not the worst thing. As long as you're healthy, it's not like going to be detrimental to your health. Yeah, it's got a little extra the stuff that your body's trying to eliminate, like calcium and potassium and extra sodium and stuff like that. But if you're drinking water all day and you're pretty healthy, like it's not going to be any worse than, I don't know, whiskey.
To be fair, I got really, really drunk to the point to where I couldn't go to the bathroom. So I peed in like a little Gatorade bottle and passed out. And I woke up forgetting all about it, took a big old swig. And that didn't work out for me at all, man. Like, you talk about a really, really impactful rude awakening. Holy fuck. Well, is it going to start, anyway, tell me what the fuck just happened.
I did something like that on tour one time. It was in Oregon. You remember that? I think this might have been before you jumped on that particular tour.
We went to Oregon though.
There was an Oregon show. We stayed at that. The fact that we were in Oregon wasn't as important as that. We stayed at somebody's house, and I had the most righteous cotton. It wasn't Red Eye's house. I don't remember whose house. It was the people that owned this Hawaiian breakfast place in Oregon, and they were super cool. But we stayed there, and at like 3 a.m, I wake up with the most gnarly cotton mouth, and I'm sleeping on the couch, and I just reach out. There's like a drink sitting, like a Pepsi or something sitting on the coffee table right next to the couch I'm sleeping on. I'm just like, I just grab it and just swallow before I realize this is somebody's spittoon.
Oh yeah. I hope everybody's having a meal while they're watching us right now. Yeah, this is what me and my buddy like to do. Yeah, he gets pissed on by frogs. I like to get queasy about it. It's ongoing. It's great.
So this is another African animal right here.
Shit.
This is a fairly common animal.
Good timing, Kobe. What? Oh my God. He is my little fuzzy security blanket. Look at that fucking thing. All right, hold on, Kobe. To be continued. Fuck off. Run away. Plant weed.
Try not to blow it out. But this is a ball python.
Bro.
Python regius, native to Africa. One of the most docile snakes, just naturally. They get their name. Python regius means royal python. And they got that name because African royalty would basically wear these guys as living jewelry. That's how,
living jewelry.
Yeah, they'd wear them around their necks or even around their wrists and just as like living jewelry. And that's where they got their name.
At any point, did that backfire? Because I thought these bastards squeezed to death before they swallow you whole.
Yeah, but only if they see you as a prey item, where humans are way too small to be on the menu for a ball python. Ball pythons do not get that big. There are pythons that don't get much bigger than your finger.
So humans are way too small. Humans are way too big.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What was this? You need rhinos and fucking. We fed them a bison not too long ago. You should have fucking saw that. It is beautiful. That's the damn thing. And I like how the coloring works. And then under the belly, it's like this, like it's all white, but you could see kind of like a brutal tan line, really.
Yeah. So this is a mutation that's called piebaldism, which occurs across all kinds of species. You see it in horses, cows, dogs, birds. It's all kinds of different species have piebaldism.
That's like the patchy horse that you see like Native Americans riding in the fucking Wild West shows and shit.
Right. Anything that has the white patches like that it's generally piebaldism. It's more most commonly seen in horses and cows and stuff like that.
I mean, it's beautiful, dude. Once again, man, it looks. kind of like the infinity sign. Then all of a sudden, it doesn't. So it just doesn't attack you. Is that the case? Or
no? Again, this species of snake, even in the wild, tends to be one of the most docile and not very defensive. You know, they don't generally have much of a defensive bite. Like my 2-year-old can hold these with no issues.
I saw that online too, man. He's got a couple kids, bro. I tell you what, bro. Seeing your kid with a fucking python around its neck talking about like, hey, I don't know. I'm 41 years old, and right now, like, I need to hold my dog for like, security.
Well, as long as you know it's not a legitimate fear. Well, not that it's not a legitimate fear, but it's not a fear that's based in survival or anything like that. Like, this snake cannot hurt you any more than, in fact, this snake could hurt you less. That your dog has more tools to inflict greater harm on you than this snake does.
And I bet he has too, man. I was his chewing toy for a while. I don't mean, like, I'm kind of blowing it up a little bit over the top and being like really reactive, but in all honesty, man, it's a beautiful animal. I handled a little king snake once, and he didn't bother me much, so that was cool. But I'm just saying, at any given time, if you freaking got grumpy or something, are they moody? That's a question I want to know. What's the emotional stability to something like this?
Well, they don't, technically they don't have what you'd call emotions because of the way their brains work. They don't have that part of their brain.
That's fucking cool though, man.
Yeah. This girl actually she's got eggs, so she should be laying some eggs in the next couple months for us here.
Oh, what a beautiful little Sheila.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a beauty.
She's fantastic.
Man, I really wish I was wearing that Croc stuff, man. It is gorgeous, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard right before the fucking plague hit, and there's a guy always out there with a big boa constrictor, like real close to MI, and I actually let it wrap around my neck and stuff, and he was cool, man. I didn't move much. It was gorgeous, man. This thing doesn't pee irrationally like our last friend.
This thing pees much less than that frog does. Well, way less frequently, and definitely not. See, the frog was doing a defensive thing. It's like, I'm scared. I'm going to pee on this thing, so it lets go of me.
Things, I'm like, how effective is that? Like, really? I'm just going to pee myself? I mean, is there a poison in there, or does like?
I mean, there are a lot of frogs that carry a certain amount of poison. I don't know if that there's definitely probably some kind of toxins in that frog's
I just
skin.
realized you have short hair. Holy shit, bro. That's been a minute, man. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while, huh?
I did it was recent. It was a recent cutting. And I will tell you, the only thing I miss about long hair is the ability to like headbang furiously.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, man. No, I know it's a nuisance, dude. Like, I hate fucking showering. I hate goddamn dealing with it when I sleep. But it's got its place, and it puts you in your little fucking dome when you're actually jamming, and going. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? Hair tips by Marco Lesher, who's going gray.
Happens to the best of us. Hey, at least you still have hair. There's a lot of people that never make it to your age with a full head of hair like that.
I tell you what, I lucked out with the nutrition and stuff. I mean, I'm sure it could be thicker. I should actually take some fucking time. Look at you, man. What are you talking about?
I got hair too.
Yeah. You're like, hey, look how wonderful you are because I've got that too. All right, show me your next little pal, man. I'm freaking out on these things.
All right, yeah, I got a couple more for you. Let me. I got to take the headphones off for a second. Go grab this girl.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to have me a sip of whatever is in the cup. What's in the cup? I don't know, man. My buddy is actually a very talented man. He's got a lot of fucking personal traits that he actually uses to excel in this world. So go be a go-getter, just like my buddy Brian Kusko. Okay. Yeah, that's where we fucking draw the line, dude. Absolutely not. What is this?
This is a red tegu. These guys are native to South America. And she's actually really cool. My kids gave this girl a little mani-pedi skin exfoliation treatment the other day.
God,
just kind of
tell me you filmed that, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit.
It's all over YouTube.
Okay, well, oh yeah. Mani-pedi to the goddamn it really looks prehistoric, man. If you stick like a turtle shell on it with a little fucking horny thing, like it's an actual like splitting image of something that I don't know what it's called, but
Well, the funny thing is I was watching this show the other. It's one of those I don't know. I wish I could remember the name of the show right now. It was one of those older shows. Oh, Valley of the Dragons, I think it was called. Right. It's like this old 50s or even 40s movie, these guys like go through some time warp and end up in like some prehistoric land where there's cave people and all these weird creatures. And there's
Land
these
of the
scenes.
Lost?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like Valley of the Dragons is what it's called, but it's about like going back to prehistoric times. It's literally like from the 40s or 50s. And there's this battle scene, you know, between a couple of dinosaurs. Obviously, you know, we're talking old, so they did fairly well for what they were working with. You know, the production level qualities that were out there at that time, not too shabby. But it was one of the dinosaurs was this species, right? It was a tegu. And I remember watching. I was like, "Hey, that's a tegu." And they were it was between a tegu and an alligator was the battle.
You remember filming the movie Caveman with Ringo Starr? Tell me you saw it.
No, I didn't.
You never saw that damn movie?
I didn't see that movie. I'm gonna have to go check it out now, though.
No, not only do you have to check it out, but keep in mind that's Ringo fucking Starr. Fucking, it's a 1980s goofball movie that's set in prehistoric times, and there's tribal warfare and fucking ice age goddamn criminals and weird ass dinosaurs. Anyway, there's a fucking dinosaur in it that looks like this guy, only with a little bit hornier of a head and 3 million times the size, and it licked its own eyeball. Anyway, I don't know what I'm fucking going on a tangent on Caveman for. Watch the movie. They don't pay me to say it. So what would be the worst case scenario having that beautiful little Sheila around, man? Is it gonna is there an attack twitch? The fucking claws on that thing looks like that would be a horrible hand job, man. Like, I
mean, you could get some good scratches from the claws on this thing. We do give them a little bit of we trim them down a little bit and give them a little file just so they're not so scratchy and crazy. And also the fact that this animal is not living out in the wild and digging extensively, you know, we have to kind of help mitigate that by helping out a little bit with the nail manicure action. But this animal in particular, I mean, you wouldn't want to take a bite from one of these things. They got some pretty powerful jaws.
Yeah, why don't you kiss it then?
And there are teeth in there.
Let's see what happens.
But this animal is, this is an educational animal. This animal has been around literally thousands and thousands of kids and done this to lots and lots of kids.
Tasting, dude.
Yeah, this animal has been acclimated to humans, you know, and this species in particular has been as well.
Look at the fucking tongue is going right by your fucking cheek, man.
The tail whip from this thing is the one thing that I'd be more concerned about, just because she's so good and I'm not worried about taking a bite from her, because she's just not going to do it. Like I could rub my hands all in her face like this. Even if I coated my hands in like her food, the chance that she would actually take a bite of it is much better. If I rubbed it, like if I rub my hands with rat juice or like chicken grease or something, maybe I could get her to make a mistake and bite my hand.
Reminds me of home. Here's rat juice and chicken grease and fucking god damn, dude.
But other than that, she's a fantastic animal, man.
At no time, like, dude, I mean, you got to get acclimated to that animal, right? It's like at first, I mean, or did you raise it from a kitten pup?
This one I didn't raise from a pup or from a baby.
What do you call a baby dinosaur or whatever?
Baby dinosaur, a hatchling usually. If it came out of an egg, it's a hatchling. So but there are reptiles that give live birth, and you call them neonates.
All right, let me ask you something awkwardly scientific. Fucking, do you track its evolutionary process to getting back to like what it was like 60 million years ago, or do you know how that fucking works out? Because I was told dinosaurs turn into birds, but we still have alligators, sharks, and shit like that. So
right, so some dinosaurs evolved into birds. I was like, you know, I think the most classic one is the theory of T-Rex basically becoming a chicken.
Yeah, dude, I like that.
Right, so there were
what
dinosaurs.
Came first, the chicken or the egg? You want the answer? Fucking T-Rex, man. Come on, we've got it right here. Damn.
She's a little over it. She's ready to go back into her thing, so I'm gonna let her go.
You got a cameo, little mama. Holy shit, dude. Have you ever seen them fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that must be weird.
That's pretty awesome.
Got some pretty intimidating vibes over there, man. Well,
I got one more for you before we get out of here if you want.
Oh yeah. Well, let me wait for it, because I want to ask you a few questions. Did you have to go to school for this, man? Where did all of this knowledge and could like your peers take you serious? Which is like, I mean, I know you're responsible and when you do something, this guy fucking does it. But where did the background come from for this outside of a passion?
No school. People do go to school for this. I've got some friends that are, legitimate herpetologists who have degrees. I'm not one of them, but no, just learned through the thing. And there's a lot of people out there that know a lot more about this stuff than me, like way more than me. I just really like them. And I think that sometimes that's very palpable, or it's very contagious for people. That's kind of the idea. I like to spread it out there and let people know that they're not something to be as afraid of or freaked out by, and make them more commonplace, but yeah, no degrees, anything like that in herpetology. I was into it. And when you're into something, I think you're into it, you go for it, you do it, and it just kind of becomes part of your life.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, cheers on that one.
Cheers.
Being said, are you in your own home right now, or is that like a facility?
So this is downstairs from the house. I've kind of converted the garage into this room.
Wow. Well, let's see our new little buddy.
Yeah, sure. This is the last one. I want to point out that this is not where this animal resides. I just put her down here for ease of access for your show here. So this is just so people know this isn't where she doesn't stay down there, but that's where she's coming out of right now.
Hey, well, you pick her up. The man's got a 5:30 show of his own, so he does actually have to get skedaddling to get ready for it. What the fuck, bro? Wow.
I'm gonna stand up with her.
Oh shit, go for it, dude.
I'm gonna stand up with her so you can get kind of a broad picture of how big this animal is.
I'm 6'2". He's about this guy's about my height, maybe a couple inches shorter, but literally we're all about the same vibe. So yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Holy shysters, dude. And yeah, no, he just lives in the garage. Holy fucking, I told you to bring rope. What the fuck are you doing? He didn't hear it.
So this is a reticulated python. It's the longest species of snake on the planet.
No, so that's longer than an anaconda and all that kind of crap?
Generally, yeah, they get longer than anaconda. Anacondas end up being the heaviest as a species, but reticulated pythons are the longest.
Okay, bro. How heavy is that thing? I know you're pretty damn strong, but come on now.
And I'm used to manipulating their bodies, so it'll make it look a little easier than it might be. And she's not as heavy as some of the reticulated pythons I've handled before. She's probably sitting in about the 100-pound range, I would say, to play it safe. I like to stay conservative. A lot of people are like, oh, it's 200 pounds. She's probably sitting around 100.
All right. So what the hell? All right. Well, let's learn a little bit about this damn thing, man. Where are they found? I know Florida and Everglades and all that shit.
Well, the Burmese pythons are the ones that are kind of doing the thing in the Everglades right now. So not so much there, but Southeast Asia, where these guys are native to. Okay. And
how do they hunt?
They're ambush predators, so they just basically sit and wait for something to walk by on a game trail. That's their go-to. They're not out chasing things down. They're sitting and waiting for an opportunity for something, not know that they're sitting there, and jump out and grab it, wrap it up.
Yeah, well,
choke it out.
So look, do the teeth retract, or are they going backwards so something can't escape? I know eels.
The teeth are recurved. Yeah, so when they grab a hold of something, it's not so easy for them to pull out.
Holy fuck, dude. Oh my God, man. And at no time are you afraid? Because look, man, I've seen enough ridiculousness and all shits like that to see the boa constrictor bite the lady in the tit. You know what I mean? And all the good stuff. How do you, first of all, stay calm around something like that?
No, I've been handling reptiles since I was a little kid, so I've got that going for me.
We're not talking about masturbation, Brian.
I took my first bite from a snake when I was 7. Nice. So one thing I've learned is that even if I got bit by this girl, I would rather take a bite from this snake than any dog, even a Chihuahua. Yeah, their teeth are just really small. Not that you couldn't do some damage, but if you know how to react, like kind of I do, which is to not react. And if she did, this snake is not going to bite me unless I do something crazy, really catch her by surprise and get myself smelling like what she usually eats, like a rabbit or something, rub my arm in that, just catch her off guard. then I could get a bite from her that was a feeding response, and it wouldn't be a very good thing.
Does it immediately go into, now I need to strangle this fucking thing and then swallow it, or does it bite and just kind of think about it, taste it a little bit?
They do. They definitely taste, because I have taken feeding response bites from a reticulated python before, and usually, it's going to vary from animal to animal, but usually they'll taste and be like, "That's not what I thought it was," and just kind of like let it go. However, it's not to say it couldn't be. The danger. This is a strong animal. This is a very strong animal. An animal this size, if it got me in the right spot and right situation, could certainly overpower me, and I would need some help.
How the hell? I mean, that's the thing, dude. You're just sitting there. Do you have somebody in that room making sure you don't?
There's somebody upstairs. If I shout right now, people will come running downstairs.
Okay, all right, I feel you there. All right. I mean, holy monkey. So where do you usually keep shit like this? Like snakes on a plane? Are they just hanging out, roaming around, going, hey?
No, they're all in enclosures. Nothing's just free roaming around the house. That would be completely irresponsible.
There you go.
Especially with kids.
All right. From the, obviously people know what you do now and stuff like that. So what do you think about people with the fucking Komodo dragons walking around, their apartment and things of that nature? Like, what advice would you tell these psychotic fucks? And that's just my opinion, but I
don't think there's many people that are doing that, because Komodo dragons is a hard thing to come by. You basically need to be a zoo in the United States to have a Komodo dragon.
I saw some shit to where some guy just had these fucking Komodos walking around. There's a dude taking a fucking bath with 4 humongous fucking I'm swearing a lot. I don't know. This shit is bringing me out to
You say whatever you want. This is your show.
No, I know that part, but I don't want to make it sound like I'm illiterate. I'm just saying this is incredibly overwhelming. So how would you deal with like a cobra and that crazy guy in the fucking bath with 4 cobras all perked out like that? Like,
I'm all about personal freedom, man. Like, if you want to be an idiot, that's up to you. I sometimes choose to be an idiot myself, and that's on me.
I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, I just get a head massage from a reticulated python. It is beautiful, though. I mean, did you say the name? What's the name?
This is Betsy Ross.
Why?
Because she was hatched out on the 4th of July.
Nice. No kidding, man. And you let the kids around? I mean, obviously you got to monitor the kids, but
yeah, and this snake has actually been to a lot of educational shows as well. Many children have had their hands on this snake.
Yeesh.
Don't take that out of context.
I was about to, but the children part, yeah. Well, man, I know you got to run, dude. We're gonna do this again. So, where can we find you next? What's the future looking like for you, brother?
Well, hopefully, getting back to doing some of the shows in person with these animals at people's at facility, libraries and schools, and maybe even bigger spots. But that would be the hopeful future. Other than that, I mean, if you go check out the vlog channel, just look up my name on YouTube. That's where you can stay the most up to date with whatever we've got going on over here.
All right, so I'm going to be flashing this shit on the screen again. I don't know what I just did with my phone, but I'm going to let everybody know. Man, and this was really cool, dude. Like that first one, Dio, man, it was Dio, the first, yeah, bro. Yep. When it jumped at the screen, I shit you not, it's like
so the kids love it too. I tell kids it's gonna jump on you, get ready. He'll just jump and land on their shirt, and most of them love it.
You see a grown ass man crying. This ain't no fucking Rolling Stone song, dude. Hold on. All right, so he's got a vlog channel on YouTube. He's got Triple B TV, obviously, on YouTube. Searchable as Reptiles, another YouTube vibe. I'm gonna, like I said, the shit should be on the screen at this point in time. And Whiskey Wimps.
Yeah, that's the newest endeavor. That's only a couple months old. It's just like it sounds. We're just drinking whiskey and talking shit.
I like that, man. I mean, I really like that. But I'd rather not drink whiskey with a reticulated python. But
we keep those separate. After there's like maybe 1 or 2 glasses, we can still do snake stuff. Once you get to like 5 and 6, we leave the snakes alone.
Yeah. Dude, can they sense shit like that when you're off your game and stuff?
Well, their sense of smell is about on par with a dog, so about 600 times better than ours. So I like to think they can smell some things that we can't, including like the pheromones you're putting off, whether you're fearful or relaxed, etc.
Well, I'm 300 miles away from you, and that shit made like the hairs on the balls stand up, man. And that's an interesting, weird one, dude. Brian,
well, our ancestors were on the menu, so there's some genetic memories going on there. Probably
we passed down a whole flock of shit on that one. All right, man. No, I love you, brother. It's been a pleasure. We're going to talk to you again. It's Mr. Brian Kusko and his buddies. Unbelievable crap, man.
Right on, Marco. Appreciate you having me, bro.
Talk to you soon, brother. Talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Sheila.